What are you guys doing? What are you doing?
We're inventors, and we're creating the world's largest kid-powered rocket.
You can't be on the stage right now. We've got a show that's starting. And you're going to shoot a rocket off the stage?
We're pretty sure this is safe. We've been testing this since almost January, really. We've tried it a few times here. We have all the kids from the Innovation Award nomination. What are you guys up for?
Young Inventor.
Young Inventor. All right. Okay. And we have what? Edie and Joseph and Mina and Tiki. I knew that. And Ellie and of course Anya from our team and Yassine. So I think it's pretty safe personally. Chris Denson is here from Innovation Trust. He's personally signed off on this.
Okay, well, I guess if it's for the kids, then we've got to do it. I just hope nobody pokes their eye out.
We'll give it a try.
Yeah, so does everybody going to help me do the countdown, you guys? You going to help the kids, right? Okay, great.
Yeah.
So we're going to power it up.
1, 2, 3.
I'm so glad they didn't have me do that. Help him out. Is that good? Okay, we're going to help him count down, and we're going to count down from 5, everyone.
All right.
Okay, are we ready for the countdown?
We're ready to rock the world.
You in the back, duck. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live from Davie Pier, Chicago. Welcome to the 12th Annual TAGIE Awards. Please give a loud and warm welcome for your beautiful host, Carrie Bean.
Thanks, guys. Great job. So welcome, everyone. Welcome. I see everybody has taken their seats, so you must put your phone away this evening. No email is important unless you are emailing Mary Cousins, then of course, please proceed. Or if you're taking pictures and posting, make sure you get my good side, and please tag and hashtag ShyTag. This is actually my very first time posting anything outside of Thanksgiving dinner. So I hope it goes a little bit better than that. But actually, I think I actually got the job by screwing up last year. I don't know if you remember, but my friend Dave Harris and I down here, we had a little Moonlight Oscar moment. We were Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway, and I read the wrong card. But in case anybody forgot or you weren't here last year, we have a clip to show you.
And the TAGIE Award for the most innovative marketing team of the year goes to... He's gonna let me open it up on my state. Ready? And the winner goes to... Eli Lee and Matt. I like this one. This is innovative. We're just becoming Oscars.
Thank you. It is a huge honor to be recognized for that historic achievement, so thank you. But we're so happy that you're here tonight to celebrate the 12th Annual TAGIE Awards. Is that right? Together we get to recognize you and your tremendous efforts in this industry. Dinner is going to be served momentarily, and we have plenty of fantastic fun in store for you tonight, especially for all you winners tonight. But for the rest of you, you can go meet at the bar later. Tonight, we're also celebrating our youngest inventors, so congratulations to all the kids that are nominated. Thank you. We are so glad that they were able to find time in their parents' schedules to be here with us this evening. We've all clearly run out of ideas, so we have to borrow their ideas. So we can't wait to see what they've come up with. They are the future of this industry. So kids, if you haven't already, you might want to connect with Tanya Thompson from Hasbro tonight before you leave. But speaking of Hasbro, all of us at ShyTag would like to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors. Please hold your applause to the end of the list. But we'd like to thank Mattel, Hasbro, the Michael Kohner Corporation, Oxford Games, Exploding Kittens, Astra, Nextoy, the Hassenfeld Family Initiatives, ThinkFun, the Toyassociation, our friends at Rummikub, Peggy Brown, Educational Insights, Kite and Rocket Research, Ghetto One Games, and Cartamundi. So the TAGIE Awards is a show where we can celebrate our most innovative creations in the toy industry, from baby elephants to even a game featuring a plumber's butt crack to peeing puppies. We've got it all tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So sit back and relax. The show will begin just after dessert and coffee. Make sure you don't get decaf. I need you to stay awake. Okay? So we'll be back and we'll see you soon. Enjoy dinner. Thank you.
The invention, my dear friends, is 93% perspiration, 6% electricity, 4% evaporation, and 2% butterscotch ripple.
Welcome again to the 12th Annual TAGIE Awards. Please welcome back to the stage your host, Carrie Bean.
Thank you. Welcome back, everybody, and I hope that you all enjoyed your meal and you had some time to catch up with your old friends and hopefully make some new ones. This event always reminds me of how small our industry is, and to the winners of the TAGIE Awards tonight, it's going to be smaller and smaller with every step of their career that they take. All nominees here and in other categories celebrate the creativity, the imagination, and ingenuity that exemplifies our industry and brings out our greatest successes. In the words of the absolutely fabulous Peggy Brown, a special thanks to your moms for letting all of you play with the good scissors. So with that, let's get to it. But first, I want to introduce, this is our beautiful model, Cheryl, who's modeling. Yes, and she has this wonderful dress by Play Monster. Danielle created it, and it is based on the game Meltdown. So Cheryl's going to help us hand out awards tonight, so give her a big round of applause and thank you for helping us. Thank you. So we're going to kick things off with our keynote presentation. Here to introduce our keynote speaker for this evening is the Senior Vice President of Design at Mattel, Mr. Ed Duncan.
Good evening, everybody. It's my pleasure to introduce tonight's keynote speaker, Richard Dixon, President and COO of Mattel. In my time at Mattel, I've watched Richard display an uncanny sophistication in his understanding of brands and his ability to push them to new places. He has been a staunch champion of creativity at Mattel, clearing a path for good toys to be at the forefront of Mattel's thinking, and both empowering and provoking the creative leaders at Mattel, including myself, to unleash our best and brightest to the task of creating toys worthy of this focus. Richard's career is very diverse, spanning everything from luxury retail, which I couldn't know less about, to toys, which I know a little bit about, to entertainment, which I'm learning more about every day. He's brought new energy to such celebrated brands as Estee Lauder, Nine West, Anne Klein, Barbie, Hot Wheels, and Fisher-Price, just to name a few. Richard has an approach with these things that's anchored with discipline, but fueled with passion and gut. And I think a lot of you saw Richard speak this morning, so you saw that passion and gut in action. When you're assessing decisions to determine the right direction for a children's toy, at some point the analytical needs to give way to the emotional and the creative. Richard has blended these elements of art and science during his entire career, from roles where he was an entrepreneur to roles where he was a corporate leader. In his current role at Mattel, Richard focuses on the company's corporate transformation from a toy company, which, you know, I like a good toy company, but a good toy company and its toys can become much more than that. And we're looking to become a leader in global children's entertainment, and toys will be the heartbeat of that. So without further ado, I'd like to bring Richard Dixon out, and here he is.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was really a great introduction, Ed. I am obviously in awe and in honor celebrating with all of you tonight, toy and game inventors. As Ed mentioned, I celebrate creativity. I love creative communities, no matter what communities they're from, and now no matter what creative discipline. They are truly my rock stars in my life. I find myself being regarded as creative, which I enjoy that reputation, but as those of you heard this morning, I feel like while I'm regarded as creative, I actually do nothing. I don't actually create anything. I champion creativity and the creators. I've never really truly been able to create and what it takes to ultimately drive creativity. And it's not that I haven't tried. I mean, in the context of trying, I've actually, you know, I love music and I love art and I love toys and I love games, but ultimately, you know, I just essentially champion creativity, unlike true inventors of creativity, like, of course, Chuck Berry. 12 years I took of piano lessons, and I literally can only play half of the one piece that I memorized, and it's usually only for my mom. Now, unlike myself, and unlike Chuck, he obviously was an inventor of rock and roll. There are toy inventors who are musicians as well. I don't know if you heard the amazing piano playing that we had tonight, but Jay Horowitz, where are you, Jay Horowitz? Somewhere in the audience. There he is. Jay. Thank you. I met Jay today, and he introduced himself to me as a toy inventor and a legacy toy inventor with a family in that background. And then as I was enjoying dinner, as all of you were, I was hearing this music in the background. I looked over and I was like, there's Jay Horowitz. Yeah. An amazing musician and toy inventor, and obviously a legacy family in the business. I love people who can create it. Now, I could barely draw, really, but I appreciate the art and design so much in my life and in my work. It influences everything that I see and do. And I'm certainly no inventor, but I revere your gift, and I'm in awe of what you all do and the impact that you could have in the world. I'm always fascinated by how inventors, whether they're household names or not, have improved our lives, and they've transformed the world. I mean, who doesn't love a good bubble wrap? I mean, bubble wrap has changed our lives. And we can thank Albert Fielding for that. Computer pioneer Grace Hopper invented a major programming language that's still used today. She did it at a time when women were just beginning to break out into the workforce. And by the way, that's Admiral Grace Hopper. And we owe Eugene Polly a huge debt of gratitude every time we change the channel from our sofa or bed. And seeing how their insightful creativity makes life better. In some ways that are large, in some ways that are small, but it's why I believe so deeply in the importance of design-led thinking. And why I really believe that invention is as close as a human being can get to real magic. I often wonder what toys, what stories, what adventures inspired their imaginations to such greatness, and perhaps still inspire them today. When Elon Musk sent his Tesla into space, he put a Hot Wheels car on the dashboard. Just saying, in a serious moment, it was a moment of pure fun. In fact, wherever I go in the world, the minute someone discovers that I'm in the toy business, they automatically share their favorite childhood toys and treasured memories of play, whether I like it or not. You probably have a similar experience when you tell people what you do. Play inspires the wonder that leads to so many things that improve our lives. Sometimes through the power of a beautifully simple idea. And yes, we compete for those simple ideas very hard in this business. But we also share a higher purpose, a wonderful and awesome responsibility to each new generation. We are all better for the talented competition within this room, within our industry, which continuously drives us all to greater heights. People who create toys have the power to impact generations and change the world. That's why I like to remind my colleagues that our company didn't start with Barbie, it started with inventors with big ideas. Once upon a time, a young inventor had the idea to create revolutionary modern dollhouse furniture out of discarded plexiglass. The first Mattel factory was in his garage. In fact, our founders saw Mattel as an invention house, and the original company name, Mattel Creations, was intended to reflect that concept. An inventive miniature music box was the starting point for Mattel's first big hit. They called it the Yukadoodle. That technology was continuously reinvented and upgraded as the basis for ever more creative products. By the time Barbie came along, Mattel was already a leading innovator in the business. And soon, we began to proudly inherit the legacies of other groundbreaking inventors who changed our industry, like Herman Fisher, a pioneer in the developmental value of play, and Margaret Evans Price, who paved the way for all of the talented women here today. Then there was an inventor named Albert Carter, who floated a geometric shape in colored alcohol to create a fortune-telling device back in 1944. Now, the product was a total failure, until it was repackaged to resemble a famous bit in a Three Stooges movie. Sort of a really early sign of the tie-ins of entertainment, pop culture, toys, and the success that, of course, is the legacy. The rest is history. There was a model railway builder named Reverend Wilbert Awdry. The wonderful stories he wrote for his son Christopher about an adventurous train in a mythical land became Thomas the Tank Engine. And school teacher Pleasant Rowland, her belief that the lessons of history could be relatable to modern girls became the American Girl brand in 1986. Now, both Pleasant and Reverend Awdry are reminders that brands and products that come from authenticity, that come from a purposeful place, are more likely than any others to stand the test of time. There was Merrill Robbins, who, working as probably many of us do on the dining room table, invented what is now the world's most popular game. Mattel has been so determined to work with the most talented inventors that we have sought them out halfway, or in fact all the way around the world. After seeing some extraordinary art and puzzles on display in a museum in Tel Aviv, Ruth and Elliot Handler met the man who went on to create Mattel's famous Brain Drain puzzle line, and more than 100 other innovative products for dozens of companies. Thank you, Ivan, for your extraordinary contribution. And we are going to hear, obviously, a lot more about Ivan and his visionary career, and clearly the luckiness that we have as part of our narrative at Mattel. We'll all look forward to that celebration in a little bit. Those are just some of the talented inventors who made Mattel and continue to make Mattel every single day. And I always want to see them credited and recognized by name, because I think it's so important that everyone who works in our business knows that success in our business rests on the shoulders of such inspiring individuals, and that they will be remembered for their contributions, past, present, and future. As you all know, it takes a lot to get a hit. And when you do, it is said that the average life of a toy, a fad toy today, is 8 months. Consumers are making judgments faster and faster, and our business, from a perception perspective, is not getting any easier. But when you think of the many brands going strong, particularly at Mattel, after 50, 60, 80 years, like Viewmaster, as well as the long-standing brands at our major competitors, it is a testament to the value of a great invention, nurtured and continuously made relevant by a great toy company. I am unbelievably proud of the resurgence in creativity that's taking place today in our industry. It is powering a transformation at Mattel and inspiring competition that's taking us to all new heights. One example is Creatable World, our new line of dolls that challenges outdated gender norms and is a blank canvas for kids' creativity. In fact, just yesterday, Time named Creatable World to its list of the 100 best inventions of the year. Mattel is also proud to have received a record 12 Toy of the Year nominations. But what are the creations without the creators? The contribution of inventors is also up this year in every single category that we measure at Mattel. More than 1,000 Mattel SKUs now represent an inventor collaboration, including this very popular Dream Camper. All of this is particularly pleasing to me because it says that we are, more than ever, a creations company, an inventions house. The creations company that our founders, our inventors themselves, dreamed that it would be. Today, we all live in a very dynamic world of new play experiences where physical and virtual coexist and interact. There's simply never been a more exciting time to be in the toy business. There has never been a better time to be an inventor in this business. That's really what we're celebrating tonight. So whether you're winning awards or cheering on your peers or sitting out there thinking someday I will be on that stage receiving an award that will impact people's lives, you know what you do matters, and it matters more than ever. So on behalf of what I feel like I can represent, which is our entire industry, and of course, from everyone at Mattel, thank you for all you do, for helping us bring joy to kids and families everywhere in the world, and for inspiring the Ruth Handlers, the Ola Kirk Christensens, and the Ivan Moskoviches of the future. Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Richard, very much for that amazing presentation. That was fantastic. That was great. Thank you. So now we can get started with our awards. So we're going to do our first award this evening. So we're calling up, she's a leader of the American Specialty Toy Retail Association, or ASTRA, which is the largest association serving the specialty toy industry. And our second presenter coming in tonight, and he is the VP of International at PlayMonster and an esteemed member of the ShyTag Advisory Board. So could everybody welcome to the stage Ms. Kimberly Mosley and Mr. Richard Gill.
Hello. I'm Kimberly Mosley, President of the American Specialty Toy Retailing Association, also known as ASTRA. I am so glad to be here because ASTRA is welcoming inventors. We love inventors, and we know that they are the lifeblood of creativity for the toy industry. We are especially looking forward to more interaction with the inventors on the specialty side of the toy industry. I'm going to read the nominees and then present the award. The nominees are Bang Zoom for Pulp Heroes, Far Out Toys. And Mr. Potato Head Lips are moving and yellies. JMP Creative for Crayola Glitter Dots, Crayola. And for Foodie Ruse Maya. Daryl Turn for Owlies. And Monster Jam Mega Grave Diggers, RC Truck, Spin Master. Peggy Brown for Lunch Pets, Wicked Cool Toys. And My Buddy Wheels, Y-Volution. G2 Inventions for Juno the Elephant, Spin Master. Ryan Kratz and Gil Zaletian for Imaginext, DC Super Friends, Transforming Batmobiles, RC Vehicles, Mattel. Kid Group and Sweet Spot Studio for Demolition Duke, Spin Master. And the winner is... Can't even get it out. Oh boy. All right. Ryan Kratz and Gil Zaletian.
Congratulations. Well done.
Wow. Try to get through this. Thanks so much. First of all, speaking for Gil, he lives in Wales, but he'd like to be here, and so I'd like to give a shout out to Gil, my collaborator on this invention. So many people I should thank for this. So many people contributed to this. So many people have supported me and nurtured me throughout the years. Nobody more so than my wife, Melody, who supported me and encouraged me to go out on my own. Thank you.
Right, so time for our next award, which is going to be the Game Inventor of the Year. Sorry, Brent was going to say that. This wouldn't be a show if I didn't screw something up. So, I just have to keep my job this way. But our next presenter tonight is a pioneer in the toy industry and works closely with inventors to bring amazing games and toys to the marketplace worldwide. Please help me in welcoming to the stage the very dashing Mr. Michael Kohner.
Wow. Oh, we have the envelope. Very important, right? So, having been in the industry in 1966, since 1966, and being on both sides of the aisle as a person who was looking at inventor ideas, and then in 1975, moving on to the Michael Kohner Corporation, representing inventors, I'm extremely honored to be presenting this award for the Game Innovator of the Year. And I actually looked up, Mary told me they changed the award from the Inventor of the Year to Innovator of the Year. So I looked up the innovation on this Google site they have. I don't know if anybody ever heard of that. And I found a quote, which I'm going to paraphrase a little bit, and it said, innovation is the implementation of something, inventing is thinking of something new. Innovation is the implementation of something new. Must be under the affluence of alcohol from the too many martinis. But it sounded, though, it struck me that an innovator is a successful inventor. And so let's see who is the most successful, maybe not the most successful, but the innovator of the year. Who's my fan out there? Oh, I'm so sorry. They didn't tell me I had to read the names. My God. I'm looking at the names. It looks like we're going to be here for about another hour, maybe an hour and a half. So Pat Marino for Die Hard, the Nakatomi Heist board game, Court of the Dead, Mourners, it sounds like we're at a funeral convention here. Mourners Core board game, Talisman, Batman Supervillains Edition, Harry Potter Death of Eaters Rising, Star Wars Dark Side Rising with USAopoly Diop, Kane Klenko for Pandemic, Rapid Response, Z-Man games, not so fast here, Cosmic Factory, Gigamic Dead Men Tell No Tales. This is sick. The Kraken, Minion Games, Proving Ground, Renegade Game Studios, Slap It, Renegade Studios. Here's an easy one. Adam Borton for Oops Scoops at Ulu. Dominic Yard and Gil Zalia for Freeze Fall at Goliath. Brendan Boyle and Adam Skates for IDEO, for Plumber Pants at Hasbro, and Pictionary Air, Mattel. Rob Davio, Bob Driscoll, Don Ullman, Steve Butcher. Do you guys make any money with your divide order? For the heist? And Mega Blue USA, and Somebody, Memento. Ready for this one? Team Pup at Hasbro. And the winner, Game Inventor of the Year, Kane Klenko.
Thank you. I don't do public speaking, so I'll keep this short. I do want to thank all the publishers that I get to work with for helping me bring these games and making them a reality. I mostly want to thank my wife, Carrie, who's right over there. Not only does she have to listen to all my crazy ideas all the time, but she puts a ton of work into every game. So even though I'm the one up here, this is for both of us. Thank you.
That was fantastic. I absolutely love that. So next up is the Rising Star Innovator of the Year. So to present this next award he's Executive Vice President of Design at Spin Master, a toy industry veteran, and an esteemed member of the ShyTag Advisory Board. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Gary Swisher.
So Mr. Gary Swisher brought with him Mr. Nick Metzler. He won the Young Inventor Challenge. He's been a Spin Master person for 5 years. We love this man, Mr. Nick Metzler.
The world is past an inflection point where change is happening faster than ever before. And to keep up with that change, we need innovators who will consistently bring a revitalized perspective to our classic toys and games. It's an honor tonight to name the next innovator at their own inflection point in this industry. Watch closely and keep tabs on them, because past this point, you'll be hearing their names and seeing their inventions again and again and again.
Joe Barron for Wolf Gray Matter Games. Erdis Solankas for, man, I butchered that, I'm really sorry, Erdis, for Planet, Blue Orange, and Pegasus Brain Games. Nerderon and Galad Padre for Candy Locks, Spin Master. Where's the American name? Okay, Saj Griffion Sag? I'm sorry, I am so sorry. Someone should have talked to me before this. Griffin, Oscar Van de Venter, Wei Hua Huang for Marble Circuit Mindware. Gets better. Okay, Mike! Sludge Flow. And Alex McKay for What the Film? And Camping with Sasquatch, Lethal Chicken Games. Disco Nifty for Boxy Girls, Jay at Play, Rescue Runts, Fun Lockets, and Shimmer Stars, Katie Kids, Twisty Spin Master Super Decker. And the winner is...
And the winner for the Rising Star Innovator of the Year is Erdis Sulankas.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy for this recognition, but I've been doing children camps for like 20 years now, and I've discovered board game industry like 5-6 years ago. So I think my I'm happy for this discovery, and this is just another step, another proof that I'm on the right path. So thank you for all the publishers, all the people who supported me and sort of helped me grow in this industry. And I wish you all that we continue creating love and joy for all the world with our games. Thank you.
So next up is our Young Inventor of the Year, which is personally one of my favorite categories. Our presenter for this next award is the director of ShyTag's Young Inventor Challenge, and she works tirelessly on the challenge and works to expand it and make it bigger and better every single year. Please give a warm ShyTag welcome to Alicia Alexander.
Hi, I'm here tonight to present the Young Inventor of the Year Award. In the spirit of celebrating young inventors, I'd like to first share a few highlights of our Young Inventor Challenge program, now in its 14th year. Our mission is to inspire the next generation to use creativity, critical thinking, and STEAM skills in the invention and innovation process, and to connect professionals with the toy industry to mentor these young innovators with their designs. Our goal has been to make this event a richer and more educational experience for the students involved. This year we have over 240 students from 12 states coast to coast and Mexico participating. We've accomplished this by engaging the most valuable, and some may say the most underutilized, resource the toy industry has to offer: this community's collective intelligence. We have 100 industry leaders from around the world judging the entries and providing feedback to these kids. Many of you are sitting here in this room tonight. Can you please stand if you're one of our judges this year? Come on, stand up. Thank you to all of these people for giving their valuable time and expertise and giving back to our community of young inventors. As these judges have found out, you learn as much or more from these kids as they learn from you. Speaking with the great Michael Kohner earlier this week, we discussed the fact that invention is the business of learning to fail. Sound familiar to all of you inventors out there? As well as the business of being a great listener. Each year we have several students who return a second or even third year with their prototype changed and hopefully improved based on the advice and feedback from these great mentors. A few of these repeat entrants have even become winners with their new iterations and projects. These kids are learning these lessons and others with the incredible feedback from our judges. With our online process, the judges get to leave advice to young inventors, and I get to read every single comment they leave. I'd like to share a few of the words of wisdom that our community has given the children this year. Having children hit the egg might not be the best idea in terms of safety. I fear that your game could be challenging for the market. In my experience, quite a few people don't like to exercise quite as much as you do. Don't be afraid to nerd out a bit more. It's not easy creating a compelling cooperative play game, and you're nailing it. Be vigilant on the safety issues surrounding that slingshot. Consider incorporating more insights into the game from life on the farm, so maybe we play the life of a pig in the game. I'd suggest workshopping the dares so they were more funny and didn't have such a high probability of getting the players grounded by the end of the game. Who doesn't like raining tacos? I think if the theme were something other than pooping on people, it might have a broader appeal. And finally, this is a totally legit game. I say you're ready. Go out and pitch that bad boy and good luck. A big thank you also to our sponsors, Pressman, Play Monster, Spin Master, the Chicago Toy and Game Foundation, Yulu, and the Toy Association. Thank you not only for your financial support, but also for being so generous with your time and resources. The event could not exist without your support. And now let's take a very quick look at some of our young inventors and what they'll be showing us tomorrow.
You don't want to see us when you play over the rainbow.
Hello, my name is Eduardo Castillo Villarreal from Monterrey, Mexico, and I will explain you my game.
Hi, I'm Ava, and this is my game, Escape to Paradise.
Hi, my name is Carmen, and I'm George, and we created Mount Wonderland.
Hi, my name is Chloe, and I'm the inventor of Mental Mathematics.
Hi, I'm Dr. Zachary Jones.
Hi, I'm Dr. Chance Narciso.
Hi, I'm Ilana Watson.
And hi, I'm Isaac Serrano.
And we're the creators of Rainbow Rockstars.
Hi, my name is Emma. And my name is Aviva. And our game is called Unicorn Magic.
My name is Alex Herzog, and I'm here to tell you about the game known as The Last Line.
My name is Francesca, and today I'm going to introduce you judges to my game, Survive the Waves. My name is Ilian Shriek. I would like to introduce you to Block World.
And today I would like to introduce you to my toy, Cuddly Coach.
Today we're going to introduce to you your new interactive custom-made friend.
And this is our game, Rainforest Run.
And our game is Climate Catastrophe.
And the name of my game is Blindfolded Builder.
Have you ever had problems learning the capital cities of the European countries?
Isn't there a better and more fun way to learn about history and events?
How do we save poor Sydney the sea turtle?
Do you like drawing, coloring, baking, and Barbies?
Well, I've got the answer for you. Well, then we have the game for you.
Because I have the perfect thing for you. Well, now I have the game for you. I call it fork fashion. Cool. Extraterrestrial.
Conceal the deal.
Way back when, the historically fun game. Unicorn Magic is a cooperative
That is set with a heavy sci-fi theme deep into the future.
The first thing you do when you're playing our game is you pick a character.
You are an aerial firefighter. You soar high above the treetops in search of blazing wildfires.
How many people can play is 4. And mark on a journey to get to the castle.
Before the temperature on the planet gets too hot.
Well, first the oldest rolls the dice down to the youngest. You add all the numbers on the dice to get the answer.
You'll be able to throw it and it'll come back.
Aim and fire.
Somehow your grandma's teeth end up on the floor and you trip. That one could be really bad.
Sorry for you.
Sydney the sea turtle seems to have a bit of plastic lodged on her digestive system.
That was pretty bad.
This plastic bag is sadly choking her.
A creeper. The 3.
This game is on fire.
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. Goes through the stars. And how you end it is you win and the monster does not take over the world.
How you like the game?
I love it very much.
Check out this super cool and amazing game and play it.
Thank you for helping me save Sydney the turtle.
I hope that you enjoy it as much as me and my dad. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Let's Play! Come check it out at ShyTag 2019.
That's just a little teaser of the amazingness you will see tomorrow, so please come by between 11:30 and 2:30 and check out these kids and their incredible creations. Inventors, come by and meet your new competitors. For the third year in a row, major toy companies have licensed games created from the Young Inventor Challenge and have launched them at retail. Can you imagine how they feel having their creativity validated? It's a dream come true and inspirational for other kids in the program. A couple of these young and inspiring inventors from last year's challenge have actually been nominated for awards this evening. And speaking of awards, it's my absolute pleasure to introduce the nominees for the 2019 Young Inventor of the Year Award. These incredible young people have been nominated tonight, have made their creative dreams come true, and seen their toys and games hit store shelves. The nominees for Young Inventor of the Year are Ellie Scala for Galactic Quest with Goliath. Here's one of those names, Jemina Servan for Husks from Riveting Games. Edie Piacenza for Goo on My Shoe with Play Monster. Tiggy Slawinski for Drawn to Crime, Play Monster. Joseph Howard for Fling, the Fly-In Disc with Grip Toys. Harper Miller for the Dreamimals, the Dream Animals, the Dream Pillow, sorry. And Samira Mehta and Adit Mehta, I hope I did that right, Coder Minds, the world's first ever board game that teaches artificial intelligence concepts. And the winner is Ellie Scala.
Okay, this is unbelievable. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you to David Norman and Kelly Adams at Goliath for producing Galactic Quest and for letting me make important decisions in the process. Thanks to the rest of the team at Goliath, including Allie, and the designers who made the artwork for my game so amazing, and everyone else there who helped me make my game into a reality. Thanks so much to Target. It still feels unreal to see my game on the shelves. Thanks to Mary Cousins and Alicia Alexander. And finally, thank you to my mom and dad, and to my brother Henry, who entered the Young Inventor Challenge the year before me, and inspired me to do it the next year. And to all of my friends and family who playtested the game, and everyone who encouraged me along the way. Thank you.
I always feel like I should come out dancing. But congratulations to all of our youngest inventors. We know that they're the future of this industry, and I'm sure I speak for all of us in saying that we couldn't be more excited to really see what they're going to do next year and all the years to come. What's D.O.? What are you doing here? Oh my goodness, it's D.O., everybody. D.O. is from the new Rise of Skywalker movie that's coming out from Star Wars. And what are you doing here, little guy? Come here and see me. Are you spying on me? Ooh, tip you. Oh, thank the maker he's not spying on me. I thought Disney had sent you for sure. So what are you doing here? You come to host a show. Great. Why do you think you can host a show? That's what I'm doing. It's my job. Oh, okay. So he seems to think that he can do a much better job than I can because he's really wicked funny. So I think he picked that up in Pawtucket. Thanks, Hasbro. Where are you guys? So no, Dio, you can't. No, you cannot host a show. This is my job for this evening. Okay. All right, Dio, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to let Dio help me introduce the next presenter. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think that's okay? Great. So our next presenter is, she is the VP of Public Relations for Jax. And she has spent her time swimming around New York in filthy waters. Dio, anything to say about that? You know, only I speak droid here, and I think maybe Phil Sage might speak droid, so we have to interpret everything that Dio says to you. But Rachel has spent her time swimming around, thanks Dio, the waters of New York City. She's raised over $100,000 for pancreatic cancer awareness and Stand Up to Cancer. So please join me in welcoming to the stage Miss Rachel Griffin. Thank you, Dio.
Hi, everybody. You guys having fun so far? Okay, well, I'm not even sure where I'm supposed to go. Okay, so I am introducing for the PR marketing, and we have Microdurney for Itty Bitty Buggy and Ideal Lab for Kids. Everyone is an inventor. Lego Disney Girls Team for Lego's Aladdin Explore the Worlds Together campaign. The OP Marketing Team, a rebrand of USIopoly, and over 20 plus product launches. The Lego Marvel Team for Lego Marvel Avengers Endgame construction sets by Lego campaign. Freeman PR for Playmobil's Mars Space Station, Yulu's Snapstars, and Zing's Hyperstrike campaigns. Eagles Grasamis, Anna Papina, and Liga Lugovaja for Brain Games marketing team for Win a Trip to Antarctica by Brain Games. And we have Keely Tobin, Nikki Kanamar, Christina Timmons, Crystal Flynn, Allison McIntyre, and Sarah Mady from Hasbro for Yellies for Hasbro. And the winner is, as a PR nut myself, hats off to all of you guys, because seriously, you crushed it this entire year. I'm a little jealous that I didn't get to execute the campaigns you did. Okay, and it goes to the Lego Marvel team. The Lego team can't make it. You know, they live far, far away. But on behalf of the entire Lego team, they did send some notes on the off chance that they did win. And I'm going to relay those messages for you. So we are extremely honored to accept this TAGIE award for our LEGO Marvel Adventures campaign work this year. Our LEGO Adventures playsets are some of the best-selling products across the entire portfolio, and we are proud that for both a product and marketing perspective. This was such a fun campaign to work on because it really spanned a full 360 campaign in terms of marketing channels, from digital media and TV cinema spots to product announcements and experiential marketing. It was a true team effort spanning many departments across LEGO, including brand marketing, licensing, LEGO agency, brand retail, model shop, social media, and public relations. On behalf of the entire LEGO team, thank you very much for this TAGIE award. We really appreciate it.
So the next, sorry guys. So our next awards this evening is the Innovative Art and Design Visuals of the Year. And to present that award, she's a prolific board game designer, founder, trustee of the Smithsonian UK Charitable Trust, and author and best known for, as the inventor of the game of Jenga, which is one of my favorite games. And he is a game designer, author, filmmaker, and professional speaker. and he used to be the host of the TAGIE Awards, but he quit to pursue his lifelong dream of being a ball boy for the WNBA's Orlando Miracle. Let's hope dreams really do come true. Please welcome to the stage Miss Leslie Scott and Mr. Tim Walsh.
Greetings! It is such an honor to share the stage with Leslie once again. Yes, and it's our great honor to present this award. We shouldn't judge books by their cover, but we do. We shouldn't judge games and dolls and toys by their cover, but we do. So it's our great honor to present to you the nominees for Innovation in Art Visuals of the Year, the TAGIE Award, and the nominees are...
I get to start. It's Andreas Honig-Schmidt, Go Bender, for Shashabu, Fun in Motion Toys.
Christian Castro, What Do You Mean? For New Phone Do This, What Do You Mean?
Lewis Dyers, for Idea Monster, for Chuckle and Roar line of games, puzzles and toys, Buffalo Games.
Jessica Livingstone, Vanessa Wilson, John Lee Rain, Dave Safaro, and team for Hatchimal's Pixies by Spin Master.
Carol Roulard, Maria McLean, Tamara Allegra Smith, Todd Brainard, Pete Thomas, Kyle Nicholson, Hoyle, for Super Me, Monkey May I, Hoyle.
Matt Nuccio and Chris Nuccio, Design Edge, for the Art Spot Arts and Craft Kits. And the TAGIE Award goes to...
The Innovative Arts and Visuals of the Year award goes to Christian Castro.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of people. All right, I brought a list, just in case I forgot. First and foremost, got to thank my parents, Leonardo and Elisa de Castro, who came all the way from Brooklyn, New York to support me. Thank you. First, a special thank you to my mom, who worked tirelessly to promote this nomination, asking everyone she's ever met to vote for me. We have a big family, so thank you to them. This award is just as much yours as it is mine. Of course, got to thank my amazing girlfriend, Ajel Wade, who's in the audience, also a great toy designer. Thank you for inspiring me to be as amazing as you are. Plus, for, of course, all my friends and family who voted from New York, across the country, other countries. I'm going to switch to Spanish very quickly. Sorry for the non-Spanish speakers. Muchas gracias a mi familia en Colombia que me apoyó, mis primos, primas, tíos, tías, a mi prima Valeria, Miss Foodie, gracias por el apoyo. And of course, just thank you to everyone in the toy and game industry for working so tirelessly and being as awesome as you are, especially to the design community. Thank you very much. Props.
Our next award for the evening is Innovative Retailer of the Year. Our next presenter is the Executive Vice President of Strategic Development and Member Services for the Toy Association. Please give a warm Chi-Tag welcome to Kenneth Ebling.
Thanks for that warm introduction, and I just want to say on behalf of the Toy Association, we're delighted to be here, and we are absolutely delighted to give out this next award. So of all the awards that have happened so far, it all kind of comes together, right, around the retailer and about how you get to market. So this Innovative Retailer Award is a really special award. So without further ado, the category finalists are the Grommet for empowering inventors and makers. Exploding Kittens for Throw Burrito Kickstarter. Building Blocks for supporting inventors and community involvement. Mastermind for amazing demos and try me features at the retail stores. And Target for their Cartwheel app storytelling on sales floor and flex fulfill options. And the winner is, oh, this is a tough one to get out. Most Innovative Retailer, Exploding Kittens.
Wow. All right, I'm gonna put this down so I don't break it. Wow, this is awesome, but there were so many incredible nominees this year, and this is amazing. I really wish we could all just kind of split it instead of just giving it to us, which we can. All we gotta do is like break this up into little pieces, right? So, haha! Now we all get a piece. No, I'm kidding. No, we're totally keeping this for ourselves. Just kidding.
I swear to God. So I'm not going to get the gig next year, am I, Mary? Now I'm going to dance around glass. I don't know. So this industry is full of wonderful people who work tirelessly to bring much needed joy, laughter, and fun to consumers across the world. It's important to celebrate everyone who helps to bring our world closer together through play. While we can celebrate many of these hardworking individuals in this room, we would like to take the time to honor some of our colleagues that we've recently lost. Our two presenters for this in memoriam are, she is the Director of Global Product Acquisition Gaming at Hasbro and believes in changing the world through play. And he is currently at He's a head of product design at ThinkFun. He has been designing toys for over 15 years, and he's been playing with them for over 40, right, Josh? Oh, sorry, almost 40 years. Please help me welcome to the stage Mr. Josh West and Miss Tanya Thompson.
As Carrie mentioned, unfortunately, we have lost a few, but we would like to take a moment this evening to remember them and their contribution to our industry. Emmanuel Winston.
Alan Roach.
Jerry Robson.
Abe Moore.
Dominic Lorenzo.
Lauren Taylor,
Tom Kremer,
Jerry Welch,
Len Clark,
Bo James,
Bill Dorman,
Charles Lazarus,
Omri Rothschild,
Jim Muntz,
Ted Keysweater,
and Jeff Conrad.
The contribution that all of these people and the impact that they have had on our industry is immeasurable.
We would like to take a couple of minutes and mention someone who was very influential in both our lives, and that is Theo Koster. He was both influential because of products that we were involved with in the companies that we have worked for, in particular Zingo for ThinkFun and Guess Who for Hasbro, as well as many, many other products. Last year, Mary Cousin and I had the honor of going to Israel and being guests in their home. Theo was a man that has raised a beautiful family, and those of you who know him or knew him know how much love he had for those around him and his generosity. I'll never forget us driving around Tel Aviv with him at the wheel, which was a little scary at times, but he showed us all his beautiful art sculptures that are placed all around Tel Aviv. And then we also were honored to partake in a 3-generational Shabbat dinner on Friday with them, where we really got to experience the amazing and beautiful love this family has. They say that the qualities and characteristics of a father is that a father is gentle, wise, they know how to have fun, they're willing to use their imagination, they're a pillar of strength and support, and in the end, their love and legacy shows in the beautiful children they helped to raise. And Boaz, his son Boaz Koster, and his beautiful wife, Eliza Koster, are here with us tonight. If you could stand and give a wave. And their other son, Gideon, is not here tonight, but we are also thinking of him.
Theo and his wife, Ora, and the family were honored on this very stage with the Lifetime Achievement Award. We look forward to continuing Theo's legacy, as well as all of those that we have lost and have made such an impact and given us so many fun memories. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's comforting to know that these people are in our industry and that we continue to celebrate everyone in the industry who's creative, who are like-minded in bringing play to the world. And what we want to do tonight is also celebrate the companies that are making a major difference in our world today and for generations to come. So tonight, the Hassenfeld Family Initiative honors 3 great companies who have gone above and beyond to make a significant impact on the world. Through their continued efforts, they are making the world a much better place to live in.
Spin Master has created a global initiative to let kids be kids, no matter where they live. By bringing together committed partners within the children's entertainment industry, third-party logistic providers, and various levels of government, their mission, called the Toy Movement, delivers loads of toys to children around the world, with the opportunity to play, learn, and grow, regardless of the circumstances.
Kenya is the second biggest refugee hosting country in Africa after Ethiopia. At the end of 2018, there were 471,724 registered refugees and asylum seekers in Kenya. 54% of those are between the ages of 0 and 17 years. This is the 15th Toy Movement mission. The past 14 were held in different parts of the world. During this movement, Spin Master sent over 60,000 toys to Dadaab, Kenya.
Well, the toy movement is about finding kids in really tough situations, very remote places, kids who have been badly affected, and who a lot of these kids are in refugee camps, and they're the deepest and darkest places, hard to access. And what we do in the toy movement is find a way to give them a moment where they can smile, give them a moment where they can play with toys like any other kids in the world, have imagination, being able to play with toys for role play and creativity, and just give a child a moment where they can smile and have some happiness.
This year I was fortunate enough to help co-facilitate through Hatch an expedition to the North Atlantic Gyre in the Bermuda Triangle. This was the inaugural Ocean Plastic Leadership Summit where we had 170 stakeholders, companies like Dow Chemical, Coca-Cola, Nestle Bottling Company, Clorox, and Hasbro. Also stuck on this boat for 4 days were groups like Greenpeace and WWF, the environmental one, not the wrestlers. While we brainstormed actionable outcomes to tackle this problem, we had National Geographic and Outside Magazine documenting the event for transparency and accountability. With 15 million tons of plastic making its way to the ocean every single year, we got to snorkel with things like toilet seats and toothbrushes and the real killer microplastics. But I'm grateful and hopeful, looking forward on the expedition and the months following when these companies made massive commitments to recapture a lot of recyclable plastics, to start eliminating the use of non-recyclable goods, and I'm thankful for the trendsetters like Hasbro in this industry who have announced to start eliminating single-use plastics in their packaging.
The Walt Disney Company has a rich legacy of bringing joy to families around the world and creating memorable and magical experiences that only Disney can. Dating back to the early days of the company, Walt Disney himself used to visit children's hospitals with animators and characters helping to bring some of the Disney magic their way. And today that legacy is continued by the Disney Team of Heroes initiative that aims to deliver comfort and inspiration to families with children facing serious illnesses. The Disney Team of Heroes specifically focuses on granting wishes and reimagining the patient journey in children's hospitals. One of the ways Disney helps to reimagine the children's hospital experience is through the annual Disney Toy Delivery Program, which provides a year's worth of toys, books, movies, and comics to nearly 450 children's hospitals across North America. Here's a video that shows how the Disney Toy Delivery comes to life in children's hospitals.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go. We'll stay where only dreaming.
But this goes to show that we can make big waves when we work together. Tom Brokaw said, "It's easy to make a buck, but it's a lot harder to make a difference." So we challenge all of you to get out there, work together, and make waves. There's no time like the present to do that. And I will leave you with the words of the great Dr. Seuss. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, It's nothing is going to get better. It's just not. So, thank you. So, and speaking of making a difference, it's time for our final award of the night, the Lifetime Achievement Award. One of our next presenters is an award-winning toy and game developer. He's best known for helping inventors and Japanese toy companies bring products to the market and for collaborating with the worldwide creative community. As General Manager of Educational Insight, she has a sharp eye for talent and really great ideas, but has always been a strong champion of inventors with whom she works. He is a magician, an author, an inventor of magic, illusions, games, puzzles, lamps, and so much more. Please welcome to the stage Bob Fuhrer, Lisa Julie, and Mark Setaducati.
Hello, everybody. It's a great honor to be here with Ivan Moskovich. I think we have a video of Ivan's artwork. Aside from being a great puzzler and game maker, he's also quite an accomplished artist. These pieces of art were made from a machine called a harmonograph, and a special shout out to Fat Brain Toys, who took a 1982 toy, dissected it, and actually over in that corner have built a life-size harmonograph that is on display later, and you can take a look at it. Thank you.
So I recently heard someone say you can use your creativity to put good into this world, and that's precisely what Ivan has done. And it's a true honor to be here with him tonight. It's really mind-boggling to think about how many lives Ivan has touched with all his games, puzzles, and books. So thank you, Ivan, for being a true friend, and congratulations tonight.
I first met Ivan Moskovich in the mid-1980s, and Many of you people here today probably maybe never even heard of Ivan, but he's had a profound influence in the toy industry, in my life, and an inspiration for me in games, puzzles, and the world of science and math and magic. And I'm really happy to be here and part of this evening honoring Ivan Moskovich. Ivan.
At the age of 17, Ivan Moskovich was sent to Auschwitz by the Nazis, along with his grandparents and mother. Now, when an English officer found him in a nearby work camp, doctors thought he'd never survive.
Now, at the age of nearly 90, Ivan is an internationally acclaimed designer of games, puzzles, and educational aids.
My grandmother, grandfather, mother, and myself were taken to Auschwitz. My grandmother and grandfather was immediately taken to the crematoria, but my mother and myself survived.
If I had to describe Ivan, it would be resilient, regal, playful, and mischievous. I don't think you can create the puzzles he's created without being a bit mischievous.
This mirror puzzle of Ivan, I would have never thought of it. It's a completely different approach, and it really is a great invention because it opened up some kind of subconscious door in my mind, as many of Ivan's inventions have.
Ivan once said to me that everything is a result of serendipity, and I so believe that's true.
So many coincidences happened in my life, you know, that if somebody asks me explain them, I can't, because coincidences are chance, pure chance.
As I've said to many people who don't quite understand what it's like to work with Ivan, imagine you're a recording star and Paul McCartney comes up to you and says, let's do an album together. It's everything you've ever dreamed of.
He's had such an incredible career with such challenges and difficulties in his life, and his accomplishments of creating the Exploratorium idea, the science museums, all the incredible games and puzzles that he created, and also the many books that he's published. It's just incredible what he's achieved. Maybe that's 3 words. Incredible what he's achieved. No, I guess that's 4 words, but close enough.
The 3 words are creative, creative, and creative. There's no one like him.
He has impacted so many lives in such a positive way that it's truly a delight to call him my friend.
It's an honor to give Ivan this recognition.
Congratulations, Ivan, on your TAGIE award. We're very proud of you here at Educational Insights.
To you and Anita, mazel tov on this amazing achievement. I love you to bits, and I'm really proud to have you as friends.
And now, after 75 years of creating toys and games and puzzles, what a true recipient of a lifetime achievement, Ivan Moskovich. I'm going to ask his granddaughter who traveled from London, please come out. This is Amelia Moskovich, and her mom is here as well.
Dear friends, thank you very much. That was completely unexpected. My name is Ivan Moskovich. I am one of the Auschwitz Holocaust survivors, age 93. I am in Chicago the first time invited to enjoy the biggest reward of my life, thanks to many dear friends. Yes, I was born nearly 94 years ago, which puts me in the group of a diminishing number of survivors of Auschwitz and other concentration camps survivors. In 2014, their number was 500,000. In 10 years, there will be no more living survivors. I was astonished to read a short while ago in the media telling today nearly 41% of Americans do not know what Auschwitz is. This is very sad. I would like to answer first a meaningful question I have recently received. Ivan, how did you discover that mixing math, science, and art can be done? My answer is given in a 3-book series on creativity, to be published very soon in English. Martin Gardner and myself well learned that creativity is what can blend together math, science, and art so well together. A few words about my fate. By a cruel twist of fate, I and my family were destined to live at a time when the unprecedented worst crimes in the history of mankind were committed by the Nazi fascistic regime of Adolf Hitler and his cronies. And I and my family had to pay a very, very high price. During the Holocaust, between 41 and 45, 2/3 of the Jewish population of Europe was killed by the Nazis. Over that time, I have survived 4 concentration camps and 2 forced labor camps. I was 18 at the liberation in Bergen-Belsen with serious back problems, damaged teeth, suffered by the vicious cruelty and beatings of the sadistic SS. My father, grandmother, grandfather, and the rest of my big family was killed by the Nazis. I'm often asked by many, how could I survive the horrors of the camps where millions have been killed? Was it chance, luck, or else? Like the many life-saving coincidences that have accompanied me through the Holocaust. Alex Bellows, the well-known mathematician and author, in his best-selling book, Alex's Adventures in Numberland, was intrigued by my remarkable life-saving coincidences, and he wrote, "Ivan survived because of an innate creativity. He was continuously creating situations that ended in saving him. After the war, he turned into a workaholic puzzle inventor. He likes to think constantly outside the box, to sidestep the inevitable. The motivation to continuously come up with ideas was an after effect of the trauma of his own lucky escapes. The workaholic period of 75 years since the liberation was an intensely busy and driven period of my creativity, with achievements I am extremely proud of. Here is just a short summary of my work and accomplishments since my liberation in Bergen-Belsen during this period. In the 50s, I have created the first ever fully hands-on type of a science museum in Israel with a planetarium and was its director for 20 years. This achievement of a novel type of a science museum category and type is today accepted as the standard design of science museums all over the world. And I'm very proud sharing the credit for this with Frank Oppenheimer, the founder and former director of the famous Exploratorium Science Museum in San Francisco. In addition, I have invented over 112 mathematical puzzles and games, many of which became prize winners and bestsellers. Noteworthy among them, my first game, The Amazing Magic Robot, created with the help of my famous relative, the mathematician Paul Erdős, who was my childhood mentor, which is still selling as a collector's item. My Brain Drain series of puzzles produced by Mattel today is also a series of collector's items. Ruth and Elliot Handler invited me in Los Angeles, and they became my greatest friends. Their friendship changed the course of my life forever. At our first meeting, they invited me to a Chinese restaurant. My fortune cookie, one of my famous coincidences, said, "Sell your ideas. They are totally acceptable." I have this fortune cookie still with me, attached to my Filofax diary. Many more puzzles and games followed. But even additionally to all this, I have written 45 mathematical books on puzzles, many of which became all-time bestsellers. Visiting Workman Publishing in New York recently, I was very proud to be shown a wardrobe storing their books, which sold over 1 million copies, prominently displaying their first such books, my 1,000 Playthings, one of their first books, which sold for over 1 million copies and is still selling worldwide. The same with Puzzle Universe, just recently published in Belgium and Canada. A beautiful book which is really a design. My memoir in German and recently in English languages was just published by Alem Memorial near Hanover, Germany. This memorial, strangely enough, is one of my former concentration camps. In the 60s, I became one of the early cybernetic artists by inventing an analog computer of a novel original design patented as the harmonograph of Moscovich, and used it to draw original, unique paintings of great beauty called the harmonograms of Moscovich, which were exhibited in 1968 at the milestone Cybernetic Serendipity exhibition at the ICA, the Institute of Contemporary Art in London. The artistic quality of my harmonograms were highly acclaimed, and I had several exhibitions worldwide at that time. I was, during that time, particularly pleased to meet M.C. Escher at one of these exhibitions. Escher was delighted by my harmonograms, and we had a great exchange of our art. Martin Gardner was also delighted by my harmonograms. But I had stopped creating harmonograms by the late 70s, assuming and expecting that advances in digital computing will produce soon art that will overshadow the output of my analog computer. But that did not happen, and there is presently an enormous renewal of interest in my harmonograms. My exhibition in 2014 at the Hospital Club in London was an unexpected success, with a very great number of my harmonograms sold during the first 3 hours of the opening night of the exhibition. It was followed by an exhibition in the newly opened Hospital Club in LA, which is still open, and several other exhibitions are planned for the near future. My dear friends, to end my story with a conclusion, like an Auschwitz survivor, I was all my life suffering of Auschwitz damages and memories. But in spite of all that, I was lucky to achieve what I did. I know my story could have turned out differently, perhaps like that of my idol and friend Primo Levi, who committed suicide 42 years later than Auschwitz. He could not get rid of the traumas from his memory. My escape of the same destiny was the lucky chance of becoming a workaholic game inventor for the next 75 years. The only thing I have not accomplished yet is the Lifetime Achievement Award. But my dear friends, thanks to you, I am here to receive it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Enormously proud to receive this award from my granddaughter and daughter who are with me now. And to all dear friends, thank you very much again.
Congratulations, Ivan, and to all the newest members of the TAGIE family. Let's have a huge round of applause for every nominee and every winner tonight. Without our sponsors, tonight would not be possible, so let's give another huge round of applause for Mattel, Hasbro, the Michael Kohner Corporation, Oxford Games, Exploding Kittens, Astra, Nextoy, Hassenfeld Family Initiatives, ThinkFun, Peggy Brown, Educational Insights, Kite and Rocket, our friends at Rummikub, Getaway Games, and cartamundi. And thank you, all of you, for taking the time to be here tonight and to be at this award ceremony and for supporting Mary and ChiTag. We appreciate it so much and everything that you do for this industry. It is absolutely the most amazing industry to work in, and I absolutely love it. It's a privilege here tonight for me to be here, no matter how many times I screw up. And thank you all to the production team, our volunteers, our AV team at Absolute, our video and photo team, everyone at Navy Pier, Robert Victor and his Kite and Rocket team for that amazing rocket. Jay Horowitz on the piano this evening. Thank you, Mr. Horowitz. Our awesome band, Skip Town and the Greyhounds. And our fabulous magicians, Mr. Mark Seta-Ducati, John Railing, and Max Temkin. Our feelers director in the booth, Brent Rowland, and the Chicago Toy and Game Fair Advisory Board. I would also be remiss if I didn't thank the beautiful, wonderful, amazing Miss Mary Cousins for making this all possible. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. And just one last note, we'd love to invite all the nominees, presenters, and honorees on stage for pictures. And the rest of you can go drink and have an amazing evening. Thank you.
We're gonna take you to the car and drive down